Son of a bitch. Whoops. Hold on, everybody. I've got a volume here I did not fix yet. So, hey, buckle up, Patriots. And forget about the good evenings and the how are yous tonight, because we aren't just closing out the week. We are taking a sledgehammer to the chaos. It's Friday, February 20th, 2026, and you are locked and loaded into the Conservative Viewpoint's Friday Night Reset. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. Let me check this one more time before I keep going here. Everything looks good now. Okay. And I didn't say hi to everybody over there, but I will here in a second. So, anyway, if you're tired of the mainstream spin and ready for the unvarnished truth, you're in the right place. Welcome to the show. We start off tonight in Texas, where the front lines of the border crisis just got a little bit of justice. Just this week, federal authorities in the Western District of Texas have been on a warpath. We're talking over 250 new immigration cases filed, and just the last few days, oh yeah, big stuff going on. But the big story is a massive human smuggling operation just got dismantled. We've got Luis Soto Leva, an admitted smuggler for 4 years, filing and coughs and stuff in cuffs. We've got Brenda Sanchez Felix, a permanent resident who decided to use her pickup truck to harbor illegal criminals instead of contributing to this country, caught with 9 people hiding in the bush. And let's not forget the Laredo bust, where 17 illegal criminals were found crammed inside a residential home like cordwood. This is that humanitarian reality the Biden-Harris era ignored. The cartels are running the show, but Texas law enforcement is fighting back. We're going to look into how these rings operate and why the Take America Back initiative is the only thing standing between us and total border collapse. Next, we're going to take a look at the Rotten Crotch Crockett herself, the poster child for DEI. We have to talk about the street fighter herself, Jasmine the Rotten Crotch Crockett, as she's out there right now running for the U.S. Senate in Texas. God hope she doesn't win, trying to take her brand of viral performance art to the next level. Is she the perfect example of why DEI has failed? Oh, I believe so. Let's look at the facts. Outside her echo chamber, a leftist activist, she's become a punchline for the Democrats. Whether she's quoting Beyonce instead of the Constitution or referring to Hispanic Texans who want a secure border and having a slave mentality, the woman is a walking PR disaster. She claims she's fighting for the people, but her colleagues are calling her toxic and performative. Even Kelly Conway calls her out. She's safe in a gerrymandering seat, so she thinks she can say anything. So tonight, we're asking the hard question. Is Crockett's career the ultimate proof that DEI puts spectacular over the substances? Because while she's chasing viral clips, the rest of us are chasing a country that actually works. Excuse me. And finally, we're heading north to New York City, where the Marxist jihadist Muslim McDummy is proving that the radical ideology has gone totally, he has totally went off the rails. We are seeing reports that at least 19 to 20 New Yorkers dead during this brutal cold snap because of him. That McDummy decided that freedom means letting the mentally ill and the homeless freeze to death on the streets rather than using the voluntary hospitalization to save their lives. He ended the encampment sweeps. He stopped the outreach that actually works, and people died because of it, proving he shouldn't be in that position. Now, he takes credits like Horowitz are calling him out for exactly what he is, and the left knows who's spending out. His spending is out of whack, and whose priorities are killing the very people he claims to protect. Well, he's busy launching campaign blitz on gym memberships. Yes, that's his big priority right now. People are literally dying in the gutters, feces all over the streets, garbage pile higher than me. It's the incompetence, it's negligence, and it is the natural results of putting a radical socialist jihadist Muslim in Gracie Mansion. We've got all this and so much more. If any of your questions, don't forget to get them out to me. And the trash clearing, we are wiping it out tonight. You won't hear anywhere else from here except for here in the conservative viewpoint. So come on in, end your week, begin your weekend right here. So don't go anywhere. The Friday night reset starts right now. Hi, everyone. I bumbled through that. Holy shit, I messed up a lot on that one. So, well, welcome to the show, guys. It is Friday. Yes, it is. I need this break. I'm telling you what. Guys been running left, right, every which way but loose, going crazy here. Let me get my light on here. And too much going on, guys. I got it. And I'm not even going to take a break. I got to start again on the bathroom and that I'm remodeling, and I got to get that worked out. Rock, what's happening, Rock, over there in Rumble? We got a lot going on tonight, guys. Like I said, I'm emptying the inbox tonight. This is the Friday night reset to prepare us for Monday's night's weekend wrap-up. So I've wiped out my inbox, and what a load it's been. There's still stuff coming in, but I deleted them because I've got a lot to go over tonight, and we've got to get ready. So from here on out, from right here, 9 o'clock, I won't erase anything. I'm going to get everything in here, and we'll see what happens on Monday. It's good. Tonight, I've got a mix full of bag nuts here, and pretty much Democrats. So, yeah, it's nuts. So, hey, let's give some shout-outs right here now. Let me see. I did not finish this yet. Yeah. I did not get to say hi to everybody over there in Getter Gang. So we'll be right back with you here in a second. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. We got Twitch, X. We got Rumble. We got Kick. We got everybody, state to state. What do we got going on right tonight? And there's Becky and Facebook also right there. World-renowned Dr. Suggan does nuts. State Cameron Bartolotta. Real last name is DeWeese. Yeah, I've heard that. And that is Sean Logue and Jeff Ellis are her cronies putting that other guy to run against that Butkin guy to take votes away from him. Oh, I can believe that in every bit of the aspect there. That's a fact right there. That's why we're going to get Cameron Bartolotta the hell out of here. But, yep, more of that later. All right, we got everybody in here. Let's shoot over here to the Getter Gang and see who started us off. I did not get to see who started us off tonight, but it is the radical right, Sean Justice. Right there he is. And we got Shell. Hi, Shell. We got Cecil 1776 over there. What's going on, guys? One Dover's in here. There's one Dover right there. Conrad, what's happening, folks? Glad to see all you here on this Friday evening. We're going to get it kicking tonight. Ricochet Rabbit, I haven't seen you for a while. Crockett has found out when she looks up Useful Idiot, she's the poster child. Absolutely, Ricochet. Welcome, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. These nuts. Yeah, isn't that funny? That I love these nuts. Guys, welcome in there. There's the Getter Gang all over. Let's get over here to the Whipkin Warriors. And we've got John M. starting us off tonight. And we got Tammy, Texas Tammy from the rink. Oh, yes. Tammy's going to be at the hockey match tonight over there. And we got Lee. What up, Lee? Fixer. There's Fix. Yeah, let's keep going down. We got Colin from Scotland right there. He is right there, man. Oh, yeah, guys, we got a lot going on. At the rink, so I'll be mostly interacting with chat. Hard to hear. I'm sure, Tammy. I'm just glad to see your name on there. Rock Justice. There he is. Right there he is, man. All righty, then. There's our Gregory Allen Carnes Jr., our truck driver extraordinaire. Yeah, we're going to keep going down through it. There's the lovely Marianne. There she is right there. Marianne is in the house. Right there she is, everybody. All right, guys, we're going to get busy. Like I said, we've got a lot going on tonight. So I can see a lot of this without my glasses. So we're going to try it without it for now. And we're going to see like that one. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to, I don't remember where I got it, Radical Right, but I'll have to figure it out. I don't remember where I got this one, but I haven't bought any polo shirts to make these yet. So I got to buy polo shirts too. So, hey, I got a hat coming that looks like that. No kidding. One Dover's got a hat coming that looks like my shirt right there. But hey, guys, let's get busy. Let's get started off so we don't run out of time tonight. Because like I said, ton of stuff on this Friday evening, and we've got to make it good. So here we go. Here we go. Let me get over to my... I do not have any videos for anything tonight because we got so busy, but I do have a couple. If we make it to the end, we'll see a couple. I got to get stocked up. I got more for Throwback Thursday than I do for this. So, hey, we're going to get busy, guys, right here. I'm telling you what. All right. You guys had to hear about the Supreme Court rule 6-3 against Trump and his tariffs, right? Oh, yeah. That Judge Roberts, man, he turned rhino on us. So, bad news, yes, because with this ruling, it could cause the Supreme Court could force $175 billion in tariff refunds to the countries that have paid tariffs on goods that were sent in here. Now, with that being said, the judges like Justice Clarence Thomas did the dissents because they did not agree with his decision. But what they did do is and the other one is Kavanaugh. They both wrote dissents over this. And what they did do is explain to Trump how exactly he can do the tariffs. And even somebody idiot like me could understand what they were talking about. Then now they're saying that the IEEP, the way he went through it, does not allow the president to administer tariffs. But, they said, you can do this and this and this. That nobody controls as far as tariff goes. And so they both did their dissents on the same thing, explaining to Trump how he can actually do this. Tomorrow he will be on for a long show. There's a massive amount of topics that must be discussed. I will let everyone know prior to going live. Gregory Allen Carnes Jr. will be going live tomorrow for a long show. There he is. There, you guys heard that. So what does Trump do with all this? Yes, I don't know what's wrong with the Supreme Court. It's actually legal, but it's the way they went about it. So, well, what's Trump do? Trump signs off on a 10% global tariff over all countries. So this will make up for them stopping part of their tariffs. They did not stop all the tariffs. So they only stopped part of them. So that's what he did after the Supreme Court, and he bashed, of course, the Supreme Court, which I would have too, because it was the way he did it under emergency law, and the IEP didn't allow that. So he's not under emergency law now, so he put a 10% tariff globally. So that should make up for the difference, but what he did to punish some of these countries was added more tariff percentages to certain countries. So who didn't want to negotiate, you got nailed harder. So this is what's happening right now. We'll see what comes out with this. We're on to the trans mental freaks again. Hi, Violet Vixen. Violet Vixen 29 just went over here. Charlie, it's on top of all current tariffs. Right, exactly. Thank you for that, Radical Right. The 10% is on top of the tariffs that he is allowed to do. And now the ones that the Supreme Court did, of course, that doesn't count on them. But on top, thank you, Radical Right, for catching that. But we're back to the trans metal freaks. Listen to this. This will freak you out. Trans identifying wolf teacher has been fired. Hexes says after allegedly sexually inappropriate comments. Not only comments. This this is a trans to work for the federal government. He confirmed the firing of a trans-identifying Wolf elementary school teacher who sparked several complaints from Fort Bragg families. Military families began expressing concerns about the trans-identifying Wolf teacher who worked as a substitute teacher and a teacher's aide at the Mildred B. Poole Elementary School for reporting using several names like Roxanne Wildheart, all these different freaky names, right? So the parents also cited that the teacher's troubling interaction with the children, allegedly sharing them with sexually inappropriate details of his identity and dating preferences. Families began speaking out in early 2025 about this, criticizing administration for not having taken actions against this teacher and their disturbing behavior, which reportedly included wearing feminine clothing, a dog collar, an animal tail, and fetish tags. What is wrong with these people? You're going to let a teacher in there, freaks like this? This is another perfect example of mental illness going crazy. And this is what the Democrats have condoned, and they think it's okay to do this shit. This is totally out. Please like and repost the stream. Yeah, thank you, Sean. All right, here we go. Keep going. Remember, this is a mixed bag of nuts, so I don't have any certain order for these, so you'll see as we go along. Let me get rid of this. My mic keeps getting a warning brought up. I don't know why. But if you guys can't hear me very well, let me know. I can bring my mic down closer. I moved some wiring around. I'm going to plan on probably redoing this studio here here in the near future once I find everything that I want. I'm going to get some things to hold all my monitors and get them on wheels and stuff. So that's for another conversation. Let's keep going. FBI investigate a possible terrorist plot after a driver tries to ram LADWP substation in Nevada. Oh, yeah. This guy died trying to ram an electrical substation in near Las Vegas. They're about a half hour away from Las Vegas. Terrorist attack, people. Yes, I'm telling you. So you guys got to keep your eyes open. They're mentioning the guys identified the suspect as a 23-year-old Dawson Noah Maloney of Albany, New York, where he had recently been reported missing. So this is an ongoing story, and this just happened a few hours ago that they reported this. So it's ongoing. They still haven't got a lot of information on it. So make sure you pay attention to the news this weekend if you're watching the news. Cat K3 Cat is over here, guys. Hi, Cat. All right, let's keep going. Today, Trump said, talking about Obama saying stuff that possibly he shouldn't have about aliens and UFOs and all this stuff. Well, Trump says he made a big mistake. Trump accuses Obama of revealing classified information on aliens. He said this aboard, I believe he was aboard Air Force One today. 5x5 and high. Thank you. Nice. So we're going to watch about this too, because he said Obama made the comments during an interview with Brian Taylor Cohen that quickly went viral on social media. Thought both he and Trump had previously spoken about possibility of aliens. Well, now Trump has told the Department of War to start going over stuff that they can release stuff about UFOs and stuff. And UFOs doesn't mean it's an alien from outer space coming in here. It's just an object that they could not identify that was in the sky. So when people think of UFO, I am a skeptic as hell when it comes to aliens and shit like that. I am a skeptic. I want to see proof. I'm not going to be like E.T. and my favorite movie with Will Smith, and I know I don't like Will Smith that much. I love Will Smith, but he was an ass one time. But Independence Day and all that stuff, I want to see the proof in front of my face. I am a definite skeptic when it comes to that stuff. There you go, a dog collar on a fucking nut. They are nuts, Marianne. Every damn one of them. These people are freaking bonkers. All right, get this one. Epstein estate agrees to pay $35 million settlement to victim class action. But how can that be when there is no sex trafficking, right? Remember that? FBI said Epstein did not sex traffic any. There was no evidence of it. But they settled out and said they'd pay $35 million. Now, they've already had a victims fund set up of 121 million of restitution to these victims. Victims of what? According to the FBI, there is nothing. But boy, howdy. Now you got the fake or the ex-prince over there in the UK getting arrested for what? There was no sex trafficking, right? You know the sarcasm, right? Okay, you notice that? So they had already previously set up a fund to pay out $121 million to the victims. The estate also paid out $49 million in additional settlements to victims. Now they're on top of that. They're going to pay another $35 million to victims. That, according to the FBI, has never happened. Exactly, Radical Right. A wood chipper. And I hope this arrest of the former prince is a wake-up call, and people start getting the elite rich pedophiles and the Hollywood pedophiles that were on this island that committed these acts of crime, of disgusting crime, get them thrown out there and get them arrested, and let's see them start being arrested. Fuck protecting these people. It's down determined to get these people out of our country, get them off of our streets and everything. We got to do something. I hope people wake up and start getting these pedophiles the hell out of here. All right, let's keep going here. Let me go back to the comments here. All right, that one's just from Kick. All right, here we go. Late breaking news from massive Guthrie's kidnapping, supposed kidnapping. The FBI now has names and photos of suspects, but they're not releasing anything. So it's still nothing new, except they're saying they have photos of suspects and names. So they haven't released anything that I have found. So we're going to see what happens, if anything ever comes out of this or not. It's been way too long, and I fear for the worst for the poor old lady. I'm about to beat the shit out of people with the Constitution. Ain't that true, Cat? I'm right there with you, babe. Yes, sir, Bob. All right. What else we got? Prince Andrew is accused of watching Ghislaine Maxwell's torture a little girl. These people better start coming up with proof before making accusations, because I find no videos, no pictures, no nothing that proves the fact that Ghislaine Maxwell was torturing a little girl. So this from the Western Journal. But these people don't care when they put out stuff. They just put it out there, and they worry about the outcome later. There's no way we're only intelligent life on the universe. You believe that, Rock? I don't know. I'm a skeptic. I want to see proof. So we're going to see what Trump puts out there when he told, what the hell's his name? The Department of War again? I'm having brain force like crazy. Too much information in my head. My head's not made for this kind of information. Hegseth, thank you. I told myself that. I got it to myself. So, yeah. So he told him to release it, so we're going to see what happens. Now, on with this large human smuggling operation uncovered in Texas. ICE makes an alarming claim about alien from India. Let's see what happens here. I'll be honest, I did not read all these articles today. I've had too much going on. I've been in and out of my house twice. This morning I left right after I set up the show. I was up at 3 o'clock trying to set this show up to get it done before I left. Came home, didn't even get a bite to eat, and then I set up and left again. I did go work out, then left after my workout. So yes, so I have not had a lot of downtime today. While immigration enforcement has faced some hurdles, including partial government shutdown, a law enforcement has continued to take down criminals in a major score for Houston immigration custom enforcement. Authorities announced that arrest two people who allegedly ran a major illegal operation. Those are the people that I talked about in my opening monologue today. But the officials of the United States Customs and Immigration Service, X, Facebook, and Instagram accounts announced the arrest of the alien from India and his spouse in Texas, where they allegedly running a large human trafficking operation. He and his wife were apprehended in Houston's office by ICE and charges of human smuggling, document fraud, and overstaying their visas. So this is going on, guys, everywhere. And it's going to take people like us to expose this rot in our country and get these people arrested. So, guys, anything suspicious, keep your eyes open, because we've got too many illegals still in here that are getting away with too much stuff, right? Similar to what I'm going to talk about next here. Two illegal criminal perverts allegedly sodomized, beat, ripped fingernails off a male victim in the North Carolina home invasion. This is what's happening to the people, our American citizens, that have the right to be in this country, and not these pieces of shit, these illegal criminals that the Democrats allowed in here. This shit's got to stop, guys. This is why we got to keep our eyes open. He took 3 Viagras before the hearing. Oh, that was funny right there. That was radical right. That was just too funny. So, with all these illegal aliens going in here, the criminals that are in this country, we've got approximately 60 million of them in our, well, not those kind of aliens there, Gregory. That's funny. Pat's here. There is Pat. I saw Pat. Pat is here. Aliens or bloodthirsty reptile. And they're all the same there, Fix. They're all from Venezuela, Mexico. All them guys are in here. But anyway, Joe Rogan says he agrees with birthright citizenship and says it's a crazy law enabling most of U.S. migrant problem. And that is a fact. They think they can come here. They squeeze through the gates and they get through here and live here, and they have a kid here, and they think that kid deserves to be a United States citizen because of this birthright citizenship. Now, fuck that. No, I don't think so. You're here illegally in the first place. If you become a citizen and then have a kid here, okay, that's different. But if you're an illegal criminal in this country and you have a kid, that kid is also now an illegal criminal, because they are in this country illegally. We have immigration laws that need to be followed. So make sure you do it, or you're gone. You're a criminal. As soon as you cross into this country, oh yeah. As soon as Sean's bringing up about me going to D.C. Anybody wants to go, you guys set up a month, you guys want to go? I'll set up. I'll get there one way or the other, and we'll hold a live chats or live streams every day that we're there. I'm telling you what, I even hook up my fifth wheel and try to find a place to park it somewhere down there. Oh yeah, we'll have a place to stay for free. So let's go, guys. All right, here we go. Another one. DHS subpoenas Google, Meta, Reddit, and Discord over accounts tracking and doxing ICE agents. That is the best news you can hear right there. That is exactly what should happen. Exactly, Ricochet. No birthright. Get rid of that shit. Simple as that. Other countries, you get a bullet. Here, you get citizenship. Ain't that a bitch, Fix? That's a fact, what Fix said. You break into other countries, they don't put up with this shit. You commit a crime in other countries like China, you do a robbery. It used to be you do a robbery in China, you got your hand cut off. You committed a rape or something like that, guess what got cut off? Your life. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I like that about China. Do I like the CCP? No. They're our enemy. They will always be our enemy no matter what. But there's some of their laws that they have for criminals, I kind of agree with. So we need to go back to where criminals feared going to prison. Remember, I told you, these guys don't give a shit about prison. They get 3 hot meals a day. They get a place to sleep. They get TVs. They get Xboxes. They get guitars, keyboards. the best law library in the world. Everything it's updated every time. If there's something updated, it comes to them. These guys got they get, if they have money on their books, they got a store where they can buy snacks and food and all this stuff. They can buy art supplies. They can do everything. So there's nothing these guys fear about the prison, unless you're a little white boy and you fear your ass being taken from you. Oh yeah, that's the only thing. But these inmates don't mind, especially the low minimum ones that are going to get out in a year or two for committing petty thefts. Because the one guy I told you about lives in the trunk of a car in Pittsburgh. Told me he's going to go out and commit a petty theft in the wintertime just so he can come back and get out again in the summertime. They don't fear it. And that's what's got to change. Trump promises bad things to Iran if they do not make a deal. And that they have the second U.S. carrier near Middle East right now. So I did see where they are contemplating some small attacks, so some small bombings to show Iran that we really mean business. I think you should. So we'll find out what happens. Now here it is. It's where I told you earlier. Trump says he will direct Hegseth to release government UFO files. There's no timeline on this. He said, but related to space aliens, unidentified aerial phenomena, and UFOs. The president did not give a timeline on when the documents and files would be released, but it comes after he criticized former President Barack Obama for divulging classified information when he said he believes aliens are real. So if that's a fact, that would be a freaking great mistake to get Obama put in jail. That would be freaking awesome right there, wouldn't it? That would be funny as hell. What else we got here? All right, let me keep going here. Let me make sure I catch up here. Who's pursuing it? Who's pushing this unruly disorder? Look beyond the politicians. They are just doing what they are being told. Yep, got to figure out who's telling them, Gregory. Mexico put one of our Marines in prison for accidentally crossing the border. Anyway, yes, I do remember that, Lee. I remember that exactly. Which is right. No more life sentences. Your ass gets executed within a year. Exactly. That's a fact. Once you run your appeals and you got to, what is it? What do they call the jury of your peers finds you guilty, gone, dead, but doesn't matter what a Democrat does. Just like here in Pennsylvania, they put a stay on all executions. So we haven't killed nobody from, I think it was 1998 or something like that in Pennsylvania. I know Texas has killed people. I think Virginia actually killed somebody, and they deserve it. They deserve to be executed. The families of the people who got murdered, they don't see their family anymore. I don't care if it's regular murder or if you're a life sentence and you commit a murder, gone. We don't need to pay for them for the rest of their life because they killed somebody. Get them the hell out of here. We're done with this shit. All right, Trump announces a $10 million to East Palestine, Ohio for the 2023 train derailment. It's about time that these people deserve to get their homes back. Just like the people in California that Gavin Newsom stole all their money and didn't give anybody money to rebuild their homes. That's exactly what happened. And they deserve it. Oh, we got the woke lefties going after Carrie Underwood now because she sang, for Trump at the inauguration and all that stuff. And, they're going after her now. But guess what? She said she don't give a shit. She don't care that these people like this. And Carrie Underwood revealed that the woke nincompoops in the show's Hollywood audience regularly boo her on account of what they perceive as her support for Donald Trump. Spoiler alert, she says, I got booed a lot from our Hollywood Week audience, Underwood wrote. She is exactly right. These woke-ass little bitches are nothing. They mean nothing. They are nothing. They're mental freaks. because they believe the Democrats and what they say. They are a freak. Simple as that. All right, next is what? Oh, yeah, we got the Rotten Crotch Crockett here, live right here. You got, is DEI dead, guys? Jasmine Crockett's Texas Senate run seems like an afterthought following Colbert's James Tallarico stunt. Oh, yeah, she's a whiny ass little bitch here. The very concept of diversity, equity, and inclusion has always been a joke outside the leftist circles, albeit a joke with a very unfunny punchline. You simply don't combat perceived racism with actual racism. And that's what this dumb bitch does, which is what DEI effectively amounts to. That much has always been obvious to anyone who doesn't wholeheartedly identify with the left. Nowadays, it appears that the left is grappling with its own realization that DEI isn't quite what it's sold as, right? So no leftist is learning a lesson from more painfully than a Texas Democrat and Senate hopeful. Hopefully she's not in the Senate, Jasmine Rotten Crotch Crockett. Oh, yeah, she's finding out the hard way, and I'm hoping Texas does their job and keeps her the hell out of there. Because it was, what's her face, that was the press secretary for Biden. That was a perfect KJP. That was the perfect example of DEI. Now we got the dumb bitch herself, Jasmine Rotten Crotch Crockett here, and she is now the DEI perfect example why you don't want some dumb bitch like that in there. I mean, Democrats are coming up with some stupid people. You got AOC, oh my God, becoming a worse word salad person than Kamala Harris. She made Kamala Harris look good. Oh my God. That's how bad it is, right? Oh, yeah. And speaking of New York, strapped New Yorkers swarm chaotic McDummies-inspired free grocery store pop-up. And they were in pain. Why? Because he started putting these pop-up free grocery stores. But guess what? These people, you just don't walk into it and get your groceries for free. You have to be given a ticket. They give out yellow tickets to people, and once the tickets are gone, it's done. People go in there, they go with a person, and you walk around, and as soon as that ticket is gone and the food is gone, the store disappears. There's no more food. Guy got there at 9 o'clock in the morning, and the tickets were already all gone. Yeah, these stores just pop up, and this is the free shit that he's trying to buy these people off with. But you got people dying in the streets because McDummy's a dumb-ass idiot. But this is what he's worried about. He's worried about gym memberships, as I stated in the opening monologue. But McDummy, again, reverses controversial policy after 19 New York residents die outdoors. While many of the media praised McDummy for his response to life-threatening weather conditions this winter, they don't pay attention to what he's actually doing. The socialist has changed his mind on one policy with allegedly lethal consequences. McDummy was criticized sweeps of homeless encampments intended to keep people from dangerous winter conditions in favor of allowing them to stay outside. If you're not connecting homeless New Yorkers to the housing that they are so desperately in need of, then you cannot deem anything you're doing to be a success. So he cut the sweeps off. He cut out some of the warming stations that they had. He did not bring these people in, did nothing to them, and let them die outside when we were talking sub-zero temperatures. Couldn't remove the snow, couldn't remove the garbage, couldn't do anything. This man should be recalled immediately. And these dumbasses are allowing it. Not only with this stuff, but guess what? Disgusting. Trash like tampons and condoms on Brooklyn Bridge fence has gotten worse under McDummy. Oh, yeah. I did not get this downloaded and to show you guys this, but there's a fence there. It's just a wire fence that people got tampons and condoms shoved in the fence. Oh, yeah. I don't know, disgusting enough to do this, but it is totally disgusting. Other garbage and items affixed to the fence, including panties, dirty tissues, Band-Aids, hair bands. According to the New York Post, some of the residents are opposed to the accumulation of disgusting trash that has gotten worse just in a few weeks. New York, the Big Apple, has become a big cesspool because of the jihadist Muslim that they voted into this place. Guys, this is turning into Escape from New York 2.0. We're going to go with that. And it's not getting any better. They got to do something. Oh, here it is. I don't know why I did this, but Jasmine the Rotten Crotch Crockett also revealed that Colbert, I think that's Colbert, hasn't invited her on the show since furor over Tallarico interview because they didn't do the equal time rule. So now she's crying and whining about, where's my time? So she could get her fake hood accent up there and talk like she's a hood rat. She is a hood rat. But yeah, this is another reason why she's whining and bitching. So one more thing I'm going to shoot out here is Obama and Susan Rice have reportedly broke down and cried, literally cried, not figuratively. They actually cried when Trump won the 2016 election. Oh, yeah. One of their staffers actually told them, and why they're bringing it up now, I don't know why, but according to Sperry, the reaction is documented in 1,100 hours of audio and video compiled by Columbia University in collaboration with the Obama Foundation. Oh, yeah. They literally cried over this. And you notice one thing, guys, that before the election in 2016, Trump was loved by everyone. They even he was on Oprah Winfrey and everywhere. They wanted that man any which way they could. The Muslim scum pedophile. Exactly right there, Ricochet. But yeah, they wanted Trump every time they get on there. And you know what? In that one video I did not download, when he was on, what I just even said her name. See, I just get off ADHD kicking in, I guess that's what it is. On what the hell did I just say her name was, guys? Holy shit. Barrel freeloader. Wow. Oprah Winfrey. God dog it, man. I'm forgetting everything. And you guys had to see the video where she asked him, would you consider running for president? And he would say, probably not. He never thought about that, but he ended up doing it. But they loved him. They clapped. They loved this man. They loved this man. But all of a sudden now, as soon as he decides to come down those golden escalators, we hate that man. He's a racist. He's a pig. He's a fascist. He's all those words. You just name it, they've called him it. Oh, yeah. This is what you get from the worthless Democrat. They lost 10-4. Oh, wow, hell. That was a bad loss right there. Lasagna. I love lasagna, Pat. Mail me some lasagna, Pat. I shouldn't be eating it because I ate yesterday. I went out to eat and I got me some wingdings and I got a flatbread pizza, Philly steak and cheese one. I ate that shit. Man, I gained weight just from eating that shit. So now I got to work out tomorrow because I missed Tuesday, which I might miss Monday too. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm going to work out tomorrow to work some of the wingdings off and my pizza. Today I only had salad. What the hell did I eat today? Salad, a half a protein bar, and a banana. But that lasagna sounds really good there, Pat. All righty. Hey, there's Mark from the UK right there. He put a video up, but I cannot bring that up right now during the live stream. So there it is right there, guys. Click on that if you're in Wipkin. Check it out. All right, guys. That's it for the articles for today. We still have a couple minutes. I got a couple videos I'm going to show you. And before we go and enjoy our weekend. So, guys, if you got any questions or comments or anything that I can bring up, I'm going to have time to look through here because there's a lot of stuff going on, guys, that I know I threw at you tonight. But a lot of this stuff is so serious that the stuff is going on. that you wouldn't believe it's real if you just somebody come up here and said it without the article proofs that we give out. It's unreal. But hey, let's look at this. This you got Batman and Superman. They're back on IDs. Take a listen.
You see this shit? Another damn press conference acting like getting a fucking ID is like climbing Mount Everest.
Yeah, like people can file taxes online, but suddenly an ID is impossible.
Then they claim nobody can get to the BMV like it's hidden in some forbidden fucking jungle.
Right, there's ride shares, buses, friends, feet. People figure shit out every day.
Yeah. Now they're saying changing your last name makes it too hard. Millions do it every damn year.
Responsibility isn't oppression. It's just fucking paperwork, not a damn boss fight.
The debate isn't about capability, it's about politics, and everyone knows it.
Stop acting like people are fucking helpless. That narrative is insulting as hell.
Poll after fucking poll shows most people support ID requirements.
Yet somehow the argument keeps spinning like a broken damn record.
The only reason why they're fighting it is because they know they're gonna lose their base.
Yeah, they know that if it passes that they will never be in fucking power again.
Yeah.
You can disagree on policy without acting like the fucking world's ending.
Exactly. Debate it like adults instead of screaming into the void like lunatics.
At the end of the day, people just want systems they can fucking trust.
Maybe try honesty instead of fear. That'd be a damn good start. Oh.
Exactly right. They make great points. That's why I love to find those videos and put those on to you guys, because they make a great point. Because I want to find a Democrat and let them say about those IDs when we're in DC, and ask them live, how's it going to do it? Because none of them want to answer that question. None of them want to answer, how is it going to disenfranchise anyone? How is it going to hurt anyone? It's not going to stop anyone from voting because everyone has IDs. If you don't, you're an idiot. Voting Democrat for the next 200 years. Holy shit, Bix. That's sarcasm right there. He ain't voting for no damn Democrat. This one come from who sent me this one? I think this was from my friend Bill, I think, that sent me this one. I can't remember, but I think it was. This was a video of Andrew being arrested. This was funny as hell. So it's a real quick one. Take a look. It's only 6 seconds. That was funny right there. I don't know who did that, but that was funny right there. That was great. All right. What else we got here? All right, we got a little bit funny here. I think I got 2 funny ones here. Oh, I got one funny one here that you guys got to listen to. This one here is these people are in fail mode. This is only a little bit over a minute, I think. So take a look at this.
You will.
Can you just say dumbasses? Oh my God, those were just too funny. That was hilarious right there. Let me see what else I got here. Nope, I'm not going to show you that one because that one is saved for when we're talking about the vax and stuff like that. I don't even know what that one is. Oh, this was, what have we got time? I'm going to show you part of this one. This one says the craziest short film of the year, Trumpzilla. and versus Michelle Kong. Take a look.
Full moon. As expected. That crazy gorilla and her demon friends should be here any minute to cause terror. But not on my watch.
No one can know about us. I know, it's our secret.
We got the call to help Trump defeat the Democrats. Time for them to find out. Let's go.
Tremendous view. The best. Now watch this. Very strong. Swinging. The greatest swings. This is huge.
Surprise, Pelosi! Spider-Man, what are you doing? Just saying hello. Get off me!
Not simple. United States has lost.
You can't stop progress! How about I give it a shot? Oh. You'll pay for this!
Send the bill to the Avengers.
The universe will be mine. I am inevitable. Let me go! I can't do that. You'll regret this! Not today.
It's great to see you, my friend. You too. I've missed this. Me too. Cheers to that.
It's over this time.
This city will rise again. Not my vote!
Time to grab this ankle and spin you right out.
Time to go ape. And stay out.
Nah, I like that. I didn't watch all that before because I couldn't remember what it was, but that was great. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in tonight, guys, on this Friday night. I'm glad you were here. It was an awesome night. We went through a lot of stuff, guys, and had a lot of conversations going on in chat. I appreciate it, guys. You're awesome. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. So with that being said, guys, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to leave you with this. And just like that, the inbox is empty, the trash is out, and the truth is on the table. But before we sign off, I want to give a massive shout out to everyone in chat tonight. You guys were on fire. The energy in this community is exactly why the radical left is losing sleep every night. Thank you for participating, for challenging the narrative, and for standing with us. We've covered a lot tonight, guys, from the front lines of Texas to the absolute circus of DEI performance art and the tragic consequences of radical and the competence in New York, or the incompetence in New York. But as you head into your weekend, I want you to remember one thing. America isn't a project for the government to fix. It's a heritage for us to defend. Don't let the headlines wear you down. Go enjoy your families. Go to your house of worship and breathe in some of that freedom that we are fighting to keep. Because come Monday, guys, we're going to be right back at it for the weekend wrap up to see exactly what they've tried to pull while we were resting. So have a spectacular weekend, everyone. Stay vigilant, stay bold, and I'll see you back here live Monday night, 9 p.m., right here on the Conservative Viewpoint for the weekend wrap up. Good night, everyone. God bless. I'll see you back here live on Monday. Good night, everyone.